very warm welcome to the wardrobe spring cleaning webinar by Eco Stylish. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. And I'm thrilled to have some of you here today in this journey to declutter our wardrobe, to make room for new things for the new spring and summer ahead. So a little bit about me. I'm Lina Vaz, Eco Stylish founder. This is a business that I've been thinking for a few years, since 2019. I love fashion, but I didn't want to produce anything new, and so Eco Stylish came about. So it's all about my style signature, but everything is either sustainable or pre-loved or out of stock, new but out of season, or upcycling, but the sustainable brands and the upcycling, that will come later. For now, it's just pre-loved. And here you have the website, our presence on Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. YouTube is a funny link, so you're welcome to just Google Eco Stylish YouTube channel and you'll find it. So a little bit about me. I did study at LCF. I did a master's in fashion studies, communication and culture. Before that, I did media studies and also did fashion design. And I worked in media mainly, and fashion media also. I had a few fashion blogs, and so I also worked in luxury retail. So I do have a sense of how the fashion industry and retail industry work. And so let's start with our agenda for this webinar. So I think it's good to understand why spring cleaning is important, and then there will be some practical tips for decluttering and organizing your clothes sustainably, and also how to refresh your wardrobe for the spring season with eco-friendly practices. And there will be a special announcement for our new upcoming event at the end. And so this is the agenda of what we're going to cover today. And I start by speaking a little bit about the importance of spring cleaning. So as seasons change, so do our fashion needs. And spring is the perfect time to reassess what we have in your wardrobe and what we wear, because it's all about new beginnings. So it's good to get rid of the old, bring in the new, or make space for the new beginnings. And so now we can dive in a little bit. Some practical tips for decluttering. I think the first one that we need to do is to take inventory, to really start by assessing what we have and what we actually wear. And so for this, I would recommend for you to actually pretend as if you are going to move to a new place and remove everything out of the cupboards, out of the wardrobe, and put everything on the top of your bed, so everything is clear and you know exactly what you have. And it's also a good way of checking what colors you have, because we do tend to wear one or two colors, but it's good to include a wide spectrum of colors, because cold colors, also called cold colors, like blue and green, are good to soothe our mood, but then you might need a bit of orange or red or pink, a bit of warmth if you feel a bit down. So it's good to kind of bring yourself up with bright colors. So in your wardrobe, it's good to check what you have and try to have a wide range, even if we tend to wear the same. But basically, you put everything into three piles. One is obviously the things that you love, you want to keep, and you actually wear. And then the other one is the things that you love, but it's damaged, so you can no longer wear because it's damaged, either bags or clothes. And then the other pile is for things that you want to get rid of, that you either still love but no longer wear. And a good way of doing this is to think of if you wore it last year. So if you didn't pick it up for the whole season, that means for a whole year, that means it's probably not worth keeping. And also it's good to consider your lifestyle. If you no longer have a lifestyle where you go clubbing and you need those fancy dresses, then it's probably not worth keeping them. Or if if you're put on weight, then it's not good to keep things that no longer fit you. So you have to be very honest with yourself. It's all about what you love, really love, and what you actually wear. And this is super important. And then in the pile that you want to get rid of, you can either sell, swap, or donate what no longer serves you. So in terms of selling, I recommend Vinted for low value pieces. For more luxury value pieces, there are many different businesses, from Vestiaire Collective to Sign of Times. So there are many places where you can sell that kind of thing, and you can also donate in charity shops. And the things that you do want to keep in your wardrobe, it's really good to use eco-friendly storage solutions like bamboo hangers or wooden boxes to organize your clothes and have everything kind of very clearly accessible and visible. You can use old shoe boxes and roll your clothes so that will fit much more into your chest of drawers. And I do recommend using vacuum plastic bags, but as a storage space for your wools. And you can use eco-friendly cedar moth repellent to make sure your woolens are not damaged. Then it's, once you made space in your wardrobe for new things, it's all about refreshing. For refreshing, I think the main thing that is good to remember is that you can mix and match your wardrobe, and it actually looks as if you have much more than you do if you really get creative. And really, when you buy something, you have to think, does this go with the shoes I have at home, or with the tops, or with the bottoms? So you really need to think of what goes with what to maximize your wardrobe as much as possible. And then, of course, if you do decide to buy new things, it's important to invest in sustainable fashion. You should look for brands that prioritize ethical production and use eco-friendly materials. Some of them are quite reliable, like Stella McCartney or Gabriela Hearst, but for others you do need to do a bit of research to make sure they don't do greenwashing. So I do recommend Good On You app to check if a brand is really ethical or not. But also there are other new brands like Bean London. They use, I actually know the founder, and they use recyclable material for their bags, and the bags are they have quite clean lines, so they're very good, and different colors. There's also a website called Immaculate Vegan, where you have all these different sustainable brands at more affordable prices. But I do recommend, as much as possible, to go for investment pieces, something that you can wear throughout the years with a good quality fabric, because if you buy less, you're already becoming sustainable automatically. In terms of trainers, we all need a good pair of trainers for our work and for our leisure time also. And so I do recommend Veja. They're just opening a new store in London, in Monmouth Street in Covent Garden. And the good thing about Veja is that they offer repair service, so you can repair your trainers and make sure they last for as long as possible, and that is being really sustainable. Of course, if you need like a super amazing trendy look to really be and look Instagram ready for a wedding or an evening work event or something, I do recommend renting an outfit, because you can get a really good look for a fraction of the price. A very famous company is but there are others. And then you can also rent repair your clothes and bags. There's a very famous business now called Sojo, and they have a presence in Selfridges, so if you come to London, but you can also check their website. And there are many social media influencers who fix upcycled bags and clothes. I just put two of them there. One is J. Logan Horn. Is a very famous LA upcycling fashion designer, and he dresses celebrities, and at the moment he actually has Chanel on his back because he used a Chanel logo, a scarf with a logo, to do some upcycling, and that obviously has trademark issues. And then there's Paula's projects. She's a German designer based in Germany, and she uses plastic bottles to do amazing bags, and also scarves to do clothes. But there are many others, especially specializing in recycling luxury bags. So if you do a bit of research on social media, you'll find many people like that, and these are their Instagram accounts, by the way. And then of course you can buy pre-loved fashion when you go to the charity shops to drop what you no longer want in your wardrobe. You can also browse and see if you have something there that you can use for yourself. I do recommend going for areas that are a bit more upmarket because you can find better things there, but you know, whatever you can support is good. So the places where you actually sold the things you didn't want in terms of luxury, you can also buy there. So you buy second-hand luxury, basically. There are a few that I've mentioned already, like Vestiaire Collective and others. And then to buy pre-loved fashion, you can come to eco-stylish events that have not only pre-loved fashion, but also new things that are out of season, because at the moment in London you have so many sample sales happening where you can really get very good products for a fraction of the price, just because they're a few years old or a few seasons old. So that's something that I'm always looking at the moment, to bring that for our events. And so we come to our eco-stylish next event, which is in May, Saturday 11th of May. So if you become a member, you can become a guest member for just one event, and you can bring clothes and swap pre-loved fashion also there. But the thing about our eco-stylish events is that it's all about networking and connecting with one another. So I always interview someone who is actually working in fashion. And this time the interview will be with the amazing Yega, a fashion illustrator. In case you don't know, she's a very famous, well-established artist. She has worked for British Vogue, Vogue Arabia, Dubai Mall, Maison La Durée in Paris. She has led a workshop at Victoria and Albert Museum. So I'm really looking forward to interview her and to learn more about her journey. But the point about these interviews is to really encourage other people to pursue their own dreams and to see how other people make it. And now there's a space for Q&A. This is a photo of the first inaugural eco-stylish event with Bobby Trayan Young and myself. Bobby is a fashion entrepreneur, and she launched her own accessories brand called Bobby London. You can watch the interview on YouTube or on the eco-stylish website. But that's it from me now. So I'm just going to check if there's any questions. No worries if not, it's absolutely fine. But anyway, thank you for your time and thank you for staying until the end. And hopefully I'll see you in person at one of our events in the future. So take care, have a lovely weekend.